do it for, again, because I've got this perfect excuse. I've not been able to say anything about this for over a year, so it's quite strange. This turned up today, which means I'm allowed to tell you what I've been working on, the best part of a year that I've been working on this. I've written a book, an actual proper book that has been published. It's really thick. There's a lot of words in there. This is what I've been working on. Hours and hours and hours of researching, phone calls, meetings. This has been a real team effort. I know it's got my name on the front, but I worked with a ghostwriter, Nathan. He did an amazing job of translating my rambling, random thoughts and pictures into something that you can actually understand. Lee, the illustrator, has created some beautiful illustrations. If you can't name all of the tools on the front cover, you need to buy the book so you can learn what those tools are, who would use them, where they were made, how they were made, when they were made, what they were made for, why they made them, how they feel to use. My life for the last 20, 30 years or so has revolved around tools. I use them every single day, literally 7 days a week. A day doesn't go by that I haven't got a screwdriver or something in my hand. Being at the repair shop for the last 5.5 years has introduced me to a huge amount of other craftspeople and talented sort of makers, and everybody comes down with their own tools. And I come down with my own tools, and I have my own tools here all the time, going to boot sales and fairs, trying to find old hammers, you know, old bits of all these dollies and bits of metal, things that I'm gathering. And I really like all of the obscure tools. Dean, the cobbler, comes down to the repair shop with some funny spiky looking wheel that he's warming up over a little burner. It's just like, Dean, what on earth are you doing with that? He's like, oh, this is the wrong around the edge of the shoe. It's like, of course it is. This should be in a book. So here it is. It's a proper hardback actual book. I really wanted this book to be educational for whoever's reading it. It's not a storybook that you have to read start to finish. It's not a sort of like my life story in a book by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a little glimpse into my life and my life at the repair shop and my life here in the workshop. Every single tool that I've got in the workshop has a story, whether it's that rainy Sunday morning when I was at 6 a.m. at a boot sale trying to find it, or whether John, when I was working at Carmen Connection, he had a lovely snap-on toolbox that's led me to get my little red snap-on toolbox, and that day that I found it. So all of these little stories are in this book. So it's not just a kind of nerdy book about tools. There's an awful lot of stories and tales and just funny quotes and funny bits that have happened at the repair shop. I wanted whoever's reading the book to be able to get something out of it. It's not just about me. And there's lots of little tips and tricks. You know, if you see a hammer like this at a boot sale and you read White House on it, it's like, White House. You'll know, like, I just want, and maybe there's a Stanley plane and it's got the little logo on it. It's like, that makes it a super rare plane. So all the little things like that, I've tried to put as many as possible in here. Nathan, the ghostwriter, is a historian, and he's loved going into detail, finding out the original makers of these different tools and who made them, and some amazing stories going back hundreds of years as to where these tools originated and how they've sort of developed and transitioned through the years. It's a fascinating history, some of these tools. That was my plan. Together, we can all save these beautiful old tools, educate yourselves with what these obscure old tools do, enjoy reading the tales about the interesting craftspeople that use them. Honestly, if you'd asked me even 5 years ago what I'd be doing with my life and where I'd be, I was a set designer, making props in my workshop in London, having a good time doing that. No idea at all I would end up on a TV show, biggest show on the BBC at the moment, with a successful YouTube channel, a big workshop like this, owning Ranelagh. So much has changed over the last few years. It's been an absolute whirlwind, and this book is no exception. Anyone that knows me would think, no way have you written a book. How? Like, you're the last person I would expect to write a book. I am really, really proud. I just hope that it is well received and goes down really well. Does that mean I'm an author? It's coming out in October. You can pre-order it now. There's a link on my Instagram, but most importantly, there's a link just below this video if you're able to, show your appreciation for the channel and everything that we do. Order yourself the book, educate yourself on some tools, get that pre-order in as soon as possible. Get yourself my new book, Learn About Tools. Perfect Christmas present, isn't it? Come on. Imagine if nobody wants it now after that. God. And we'll see you tomorrow. Sunday's video is still happening. We're going to get that crane done. We're going to get on it now.